We have lots of sports news for you tonight. Our Lindsay Dunn, the one and only Lindsay Dunn, joins us from Scotiabank Arena. Hey, Lindsay, before we get to basketball, though, let's talk some baseball. And I guess you could say that Jays struck out when it comes to signing one big player.
That's right. The Jays losing out again on the biggest player in the free agency market. Last year, everyone remembers about Ohtani. This year, the big ticket was Juan Soto. He was with the New York Yankees. Everyone thought, there was a chance that the Jays might get him, but no Juan for the Jays. He signed with the Mets, which is fun because it's a rival team if there's any win out of this for Jays fans. But it was a record contract for Major League Baseball, the highest amount given out to a player over 15 years. He will be getting $765 million. I cannot believe I'm uttering those words, but now there's the questions of what's next for the Toronto Blue Jays as they lose out on another big ticket in the offseason. The big storyline surrounding the team is Vladdy Guerrero Jr., who will enter free agency next year if they don't sign him to a deal. Here's what Sportsnet's Shai Davidi said about the issue facing Vladdy and his contract.
Just like any free agent would, especially a mid-20s elite free agent talent like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is, he's going to look at the Juan Soto deal and say, well, if that's the type of money that Juan Soto gets, where do I slot in aside from that? So the Blue Jays have to figure out what are they doing long-term with their franchise player, and the fact that this contract is so significant and is really going to change the expectations of players around the league.
And Lindsay, a former Toronto Raptor, back in town tonight. He was part of a big move ahead of last year's trade deadline.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago that the Raptors and Knicks made a big deal before the trade deadline. That was in February of last season. On the court right now, you can see some of the current Raptors getting into practice before they take on the Knicks. That trade involved bringing R.J. Barrett, the hometown kid, back to Toronto. He's having a career year, but it meant also sending OG Anunoby, a fan favorite, to the Knicks. And OG, who's known for his unique personality, spoke about coming back to Toronto.
Oh, it'll be great to see my friends, staff, just the people of Canada.
OG, always a man of so many words, so sarcastic in that statement. And he's also asked if he thought he'd get a standing ovation or they would boo him. If anybody is watching Sin right now that wants to boo him, please find me at the arena and tell me why. He didn't want to be traded, and he was always so nice to everybody, and he loves it here. Do not boo OG Anunoby, or I personally will have an issue with you.
She'll come after you. All right, so Lindsay, the Raptors made history when they retired Vince Carter's number just a few weeks ago. That was a big deal. And this weekend, a Canadian player received a similar honor.
Yes, such a moment for Milton, Ontario's Kayla Alexander. She became just the second female basketball player rather, to have her jersey retired by Syracuse. She is a two-time Olympian for Canada, most recently playing for them in Paris. But when it comes to the Orange, she played for them from 2009 to 2013 and is the program's all-time leader in points, blocks, and field goals. So such rather a special moment for Kayla Alexander, who also is a WNBA alumni. So she becomes just the second woman to get her jersey retired for basketball in the program of Syracuse. Very exciting moment.
Definitely. All right, Lindsay, always great to chat sports with you. Thanks so much.